Earlier this year, I made a video talking about why we haven't seen any gameplay from Ananta, and I proposed two theories in that video. One of them was that the competition surrounding the game was making it difficult for them to actually release gameplay of the game because they didn't want to kill the hype for the game very quickly. And another theory was a theory about the inspiration of the game. So, in a lot of my videos, I've said that Ananta takes a lot of inspiration from GTA games and Spider-Man games. And if we look at GTA 6, for example, even though it was announced in 2023, we still technically haven't seen any form of gameplay for GTA 6 ever since it was announced. Yes, we've seen trailers and we've seen some snippets of gameplay, but we technically have not actually seen full-on gameplay of the game. And I was saying that it's probably the exact same thing that Ananta is doing. Now, if you want to hear me talk about all of these things in depth, then you can go watch that video. It's linked at the top right now. But the reason why I'm talking about this video is because of one particular statement that I made in that video, which is, by the way, I'm paraphrasing here, but Ananta might be trying to feed off the hype that their competitors are generating in order to boost their own game. Take, for instance, when NTE announced their technical test, which some people might actually call a CBT, it's your choice. I like to call it a technical test, not a CBT. But right after NTE was done with that technical test, I don't think it was up to a full week before we got a trailer for Ananta, which technically made everyone forget about NTE and start talking about Ananta, how Ananta is the new anime GTA 6. And because NTE has announced another beta, even though they haven't given us a release date for that beta, I believe that Ananta is going to be gearing up to show us some more gameplay or even to announce a beta of their own. So this video is going to cover two things. One of them is going to try to speculate on when exactly NTE's beta is going to be announced. And then with that inference, I'm going to try to predict when Ananta is actually going to show us some gameplay or even announce a beta for the game. So with that said, let's get into the video. Hey, what is up guys, it's Mordant. Now, if you're interested in news videos, challenge videos, discussion videos, and lore videos for any of the games that you can see on screen right now, then please consider subscribing to the channel. The goal for the year is 5,000 subscribers, and every single one of your subscriptions will be very helpful. So let's now properly get back to the video. So registration for NTE's beta ended on the 28th of May, which technically would make some people think that maybe early June is when we would see the beta for NTE, but I think that that might not be the case. And the reason why is strictly because of this post on Twitter. This is basically the fan content creation event, and this event runs all the way till the ending of June. And they say that one of the rewards for actually participating in this is access to the test. And if they're giving access to the test all the way up to the ending of June, then there's a very strong likelihood that we might not even see the beta in June. There is that likelihood, or there is a likelihood that the beta may actually start at the ending of June going into July. Now, of course, this is not confirmed, but this is what I strongly believe is actually going to happen. And if that's the case, then that lines up almost perfectly with the rumored release date for Ananta's beta, the one that I talked about in this video, which is around the first 9 days of July. So to get back to the question of the video, when are we going to hear of a beta or even gameplay for Ananta? I think that we'll see something between the middle of June to the ending of June. Maybe sometime after they announce the date for the NTE beta, the devs of Ananta, thunderfirestudios, will actually then decide to show us some more gameplay, trying to get our attention back. And I'm honestly hoping that they're not actually going to do just a trailer and then they go silent again. They've done this for almost 2 years now. I don't think that's going to fly anymore. They need to show us either gameplay or a beta, and honestly I think a beta is the most likely thing to do, especially since their license is expiring by the end of this year. And unless my theory about them actually being able to renew their license is true, then there is a very strong likelihood that this announcement that they do, maybe sometime in the middle of June or the ending of June, will be for a beta. After that beta, we may then see the full global release of the game. This is all hypothetical, of course. I don't actually know for sure. Of course, please take everything that I just said with a grain of salt. It is very important that we do not get our hopes up so we don't actually get disappointed. By the way, a little bit of a side note, but another thing that makes me actually believe that we'll see the announcements from both Ananta and NTE towards the ending of June is because of the summer break. Now, for people who don't know, this might not matter to a lot of you, but for a lot of people who do YouTube, it's normally said that summer break period is normally a good time for a lot of growth because there are a lot of people who are actually watching YouTube around this time. And while this might seem insignificant to a lot of you who are not YouTubers, I think it strongly matters to game developers, because if the devs of NTE and also Ananta want a lot of people to get their eyes on the game, then they'll most likely be aiming to release the betas around summertime when a lot of people are actually at home and are actually available to play the game. At the same time, a lot of YouTubers who are also students will also be free around this period, and they can also try out the game for themselves. So this is actually one of those other things that makes me strongly believe that we might see a beta announcement for Ananta sometime soon. But that's only just a theory. Now, honestly, I was considering making another video talking about the things that fans want from Ananta, but I'm thinking of holding off that video until after we get an announcement from the devs of Ananta. Or maybe I can do one more part and then do a part 4 before the beta starts, and then do another part after the beta starts. I actually don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what I'm going to do, but let me know in the comments what you guys would like me to do. Do you want me to make another video for things that fans want, or should I wait until after maybe we get an announcement from them before I make the video, or should I wait till after the beta before we actually talk about that? I also do have a Silver Palace video coming up. I just don't have the time to actually get to all of these videos, but hopefully I'll be able to get to that Silver Palace video before the ending of June. With all of that being said, thank you all so much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel for news videos, challenge videos, discussion videos, and lore videos for all of the games that you saw at the beginning of the video and also on screen right now. Also join my Discord channel, which I call my hideout. All the links are in the description. You can also support me by helping me raise some money to buy a PC. I'm trying to raise $200 to buy a PC, which I can use to play games. So if you guys are actually interested in supporting me, then you can please buy me a coffee. Like I said before, all the links are in the description. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.